It is Wednesday, the 24th of June. We have left the village of Bonneau and we are in search of Pont Julien, which is the Roman bridge I referred to yesterday. Apparently it was still being used by road traffic up until about 2020, I think, which is quite surprising given its vintage age. Currently it's 29 degrees, so another hot day. We are only around about 11 o'clock in the morning, so it's only going to get hotter. Our plan is to head for Mont Ventoux and probably look to spend the night up there, where hopefully it will be a lot cooler. But on the way we are going to check out the village of Lacoste and anywhere else that may look interesting. And here is said bridge. Unfortunately, the little information board on the bridge, which does have an English section, doesn't give a lot of facts and figures. It just waxes lyrical about the bridge. So I'll stick down some details below, when it was built, that sort of stuff. I did read that it was still in use until quite recently as a road bridge. I can't remember if that was 2005 or 2020 when they built the new bridge off to my right and behind me. Incredible, really. The new bridge is, not surprisingly, not as pretty. And as we can see, and no surprise given that we are in a very hot summer, the river is dry. And because the river is dry, I should be able to walk down underneath the bridge, if I can get down without falling down, that is. Today it is only used by cyclists and walkers. Next on our list of places to visit today is the village of Lacoste, which today has a little market, as we can see. The village is most famous for its notorious resident, the Marquis de Sade. He was a bit of a bad boy with the local women and the police, and after running away he eventually got caught and imprisoned. And his chateau, which is up there somewhere, was destroyed, I think, in 1779. So we'll wander up through the market, up to the chateau, see what's left of it. I think that I read that the village is now dominated by the American art school, SCAD. There are lots of references to it around. I did also read that the village was a bit of a stronghold for the French resistance in the war. Well done, Lacoste. There is really not a lot left of the chateau. This section behind me, which can be visited for €5. Looking back across the valley through the haze is the village of Bonneau, where we stayed last night. We have arrived at, or below, the mountain of Ventoux in the town of Bédoin. Ventoux is a cyclist mecca. There are 3 routes up to the top, and the challenge, which I think is called Les Cingles, is to do all 3 routes in one day. Kudos to anyone that achieves it. I've done it twice in one day, but not the 3 times. Having said it's a cyclist mecca, there aren't actually that many here, or certainly not where we're parked up at the moment. We'll have a wander around and see if we can see hordes of them that I'm expecting. From memory, the climb up from Bédoin is the toughest of the three. But just to set expectations, they are all brutal climbs, all three of them. This is just the most brutal, as we will see as we go on up. A bit like Radome, the top of the mountain is dominated by an ugly structure. Telecoms, possibly military. There is also a radar dome off behind me. Actually, that's a pretty cool view. We've got the radome and the building anvil-shaped cloud. We've been over the top and we parked on the other side from where we came up. And we're now going to take the walk right up to the peak. Although the peak is not sitting in cloud, there is cloud above and developing storms. There are rumbles of thunder. You may notice that I am layered up. It is cool up here. I think 23.5 degrees or thereabouts when we parked up, compared to mid-30s, 35, 36 down in Bédoin. It is also raining off to my left in the distance. And as I've already mentioned, we have the rumble of thunder. On a clear day, the Alps would be visible. Sadly, not today. It is very hazy out there. The wind is coming from in front of us, but it is definitely raining behind us. So with the wind against us, we should be okay. But if not, we do have raincoats. We are prepared. A sticker has been placed. Boots on, boots off, no agenda travel. As modelled by Karen. That sign should say Mont Ventoux, 1910 metres. Our plan, as much as we've got one, is to spend the night here on Ventoux. We have a choice of parking spots where we currently are, this one over there, or another one a bit further down. Decision not yet made. I think that one may be a little bit too exposed. Thunderstorms are most definitely in the air. As we descend back down to the car park, there is the occasional drop of rain, and that storm off behind me there does seem to be creeping closer. Oh, rain would be so welcome. So welcome after the stifling heat we've had for the past week, 10 days. I should really concentrate on where I'm walking. Or it could be a hospital visit. Give us away, Karen. While the rest of France, and Europe for that matter, are melting in sweltering heat, we are sat near the top of Mont Ventoux in the rain, and the wind, and the thunder. Awesome. We are nice and cool and relaxed. The downside with this master plan is that if it gets too windy, the mountain gets closed, which I guess means we'll be stuck up here. But actually, that doesn't matter. The cool is much more pleasant than the sweltering heat down below. We have hail. Big hail. Really big hail. The storm has passed and the wind has swung round. It's probably about 180 degrees, but the skies are a lot clearer. These are the views looking off to the north with the van parked behind me. The wind is not so bad on the south side of the ridge. You can see it's still raining over there. I'm guessing that's the river over there. I shall check out on the map and see if I can figure out what it is. We're not going to be alone this evening. We've just had this van behind me rock up. There's us in the middle. And another van that was here when we first got here. What a place. I'm really looking forward to tonight's sleep, to be able to get wrapped up in the sleeping bag rather than just lying on top of it, sweltering in the heat. For sunset, we've been joined by quite a crowd. Unfortunately, they're all going to be disappointed because the sun is set already behind a big bank of cloud. You can just see the orange glow there behind me. So no proper sunset, I'm afraid.